After tonight, YouTube, Twitch, subscribe. Thank you.
So much that red thing isn't here. I could just screw on the bottom of a fireball cap with a penny and make it work, I bet.
Maybe. But it's a spring. It's a spring in the bottom of it.
It's very ingenuitive. This is
We're going to have to look at it later.
Okay.
this is episode 43 of the Ghouls.
Episode 43 of the Sick Ghouls. We're here with Austinite Mark Wellborn.
Hello.
One half of the After Tonight show.
One of the 2 Patreon subscribers finally gets a spot in the show.
Yes, I've earned my keep.
Who unsubscribed? Combs?
I don't know. who's
Is Chuck
subscribed.
gone?
Chuck gone? Chuck gone is Chuck Gondos. He left twice. No, yeah, Chuck doesn't subscribe anymore.
Fucking broke ass nigga. Who else? Why'd you bring this paper out for the pause but the times to cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never cut what you say you're gonna cut.
Yeah, because watching it, I have to watch the entire episode back again to get the cuts in.
God forbid.
It's annoying. It takes a while.
Outsource it. Find some comic to do it and pay him $10. We'll split it.
$10?
Who would do that? That's horrible.
You don't have enough revenue coming from the.
I know.
From the
We have
Patreon.
$6 a month coming in from the Patreon.
All right, with
Going
Warren
broke.
Buffett over here. trying to. Oh man, but I am.
Well, we're hiring. If anybody wants to submit their application to sickghoulspodcast@gmail.com and put application in the title section, we'll give it a gander.
Put references. We're going to call.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's give a little backstory here. Mark is the third. If he still lived here, oh man, think of all the great times.
Yeah,
I don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys, Mark, he moved to Austin for a job and comedy and everything. He's the guy we call the token triangle with. The 3 of us come together to make the token triangle.
Been friends for about 4 years.
Longer. We're getting 4.5 now.
4.5, yeah.
I met Luke at the Great American Pub and Mark at Bar 13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bar the 13th.
Yep.
I met both of you at Bar 13.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Austin compared to Philly? Do you miss Philly? Do you not miss Philly?
I feel like the grass is greener on the other side anyway. Like anytime.
Yeah.
Like moving there, I was like, oh, Austin's gonna be better.
Write that down.
And then.
Pass it right there.
Yeah. Anyways, the grass is always greener. Like I feel like if I moved back, I would come here for a little bit and be like, oh wait, I hate it again.
You could start your own mothership, though.
I could,
Yeah.
I don't.
The markership, the marksmanship. There we go.
Marksmanship,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's great to have you. Great to have you in. We miss you every time. It's great to see you once a year. It's great to see you.
Yeah, it's funny because as soon as I moved out there, you guys just started this podcast.
I know, it's very horrible timing. We should have started a lot earlier.
No,
We had that one thing on Twitter the one time. Remember that? We did the Twitter Spaces thing. It was me, you, and Mark.
That was fun.
What's that?
That was fun.
Yeah.
And I don't call in enough to you guys. I haven't called in a while to Tom. I always feel like I'm bothering Tom when I call in.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm here as an olive branch between the Sick Ghoul and After Tonight.
No, we love the Sick Ghouls and After Tonight. Tom was out last night. We'll get into Kwanzaa later, but Tom was out with us last night.
Don't mention Tom and have your foot in the shot, please.
Yeah.
Does he really hate that?
Yeah, he really hates
Otis,
that. Get
How
that
about
out.
Otis,
Like a lot.
Otis. Everybody that watches the podcast hates that. Nobody likes that. No, don't. Oh God.
And I touched a good thing.
Listen.
We got the bike straight.
Yeah.
Wait, what if I could get it to my in between the other?
This is disgusting. This is fucking stupid.
All right, mark this down.
Stop
Mark
it.
this
Yeah.
Wait,
We're at 4 minutes.
oh, wait, I'm gonna do it. Wait.
And you say and they say you're too concussed to work. Look at you now.
Oh, I almost had it.
That's at 4 minutes.
Ooh. Mark, can you hand me another beer, please?
Where are they?
Where did I put? Oh, they aren't right. They're right there, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll
Luke,
take
you want
one? Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Then I'm gonna have my Tootsie. Wait,
What did I
hold on.
do?
He's mad. You mad at me for showing off my feet?
When 100% of the viewership doesn't like you,
All right, I'll
always
put
goes
socks
up
on.
to you and they go, "Oh, Luke, the podcast is great, but Otis's feet are disgusting." I go, "Well, You got to do what the viewers say. Now he's pouncing around to get the socks.
So we walked him 4 minutes into this. Tom, you're welcome.
You're welcome, Tom. And Combs and DePriel and Fermiano and Dean and everybody that else watches the show. Oh. No, he just made it rain yesterday. He didn't say anything. Fermiano didn't say anything.
Who did?
Combs.
What did he say?
He said, "Yeah, I don't like when Otis shows his feet."
I wear a size 13, so it's hard to find socks. A lot of them they rip. They make that little fat when you're doing it. They rip like a little bit. They tear. They rip and tear like a cunt. And I've got these.
Who said that, Hemingway or?
Yeah. Well, Hemingway shot himself in the fucking head. So
did he really?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's how he died. He's a writer.
Was he successful though? Was he like when?
Yeah. He's old trans in the sea.
But when he was writing, did he make it? He made money off of his poems.
Hemingway. Yeah. Well, novels.
Yeah, but was he did he get famous after he died?
It's not like a Poe thing. He was. I mean, the writers were never like. It's
so
not
Poe's the one that got famous after he died.
Well, a lot of them get famous after they died, but Poe died in a gutter.
Yeah.
He was literally like.
There was that one
he
artist.
was drunk.
There's that one artist in New York.
What? Oh, these are cozy.
There was that one artist in New York who died of a heroin overdose when he was 19. Good. And all of his stuff sells millions of dollars for the politicians to money launder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
what about Joy Division? Do you know about them? That guy.
No.
You know that shirt, the Joy Division logo, the things with the string things or whatever the fuck that you'd know it if you saw it. It's
probably.
The hipsters wear the shirt. Is that a fly? Anyway, he made the song. The guy made it. He goes, the song "Love Will Tear Us Apart." He goes. Love will tear us apart.
Oh, yeah, now I know.
Again.
The squeaky didn't really give it away.
Well, that's the synth goes.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up. Seriously, pull it up. You'll see it.
what?
Pull up "Love Will
logo?
Tear Us Apart." No, not the logo. The song. The song "Love Will Tear Us Apart."
We got a copyright strike for that.
Yeah. Real. They wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah.
How? What? When we got big?
No, they'll see that it's copyright music being played on it.
Who will see?
The YouTubers. The YouTube.
So we'd get taken down for that with our current
Yeah.
following if we had Joy Division playing in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
Not.
I think we would.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Play it on Spotify.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you play it on. It's the sound, right?
I guess the
So
sound.
what? AI would pick it up and we.
I have no idea how any of
I
this
think
works.
so.
There's no way that would happen. Hear it in the background. What if a car was driving by and was playing it?
But now you can credit it on YouTube, can't you?
That's
Give
yeah.
a song credit.
This is "Love Will Tear You Apart" by Joy Division.
Tear us. I brought this up.
This is "Love Will Tear Us Apart" by Joy Division.
Yeah, he wrote this and then he shot himself in the head because he cheated on his girlfriend.
How long am I playing this for?
Wait till he starts with.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Apart, Jeremy Hubsher again.
I haven't seen him in a while.
No,
I know you missed that guy.
If he came to the Kwanzaa mic last night, I would have been happy.
I'd have told him it was can't.
Kwanzaa's canceled.
I haven't seen him in a year.
Really? Oh, you should have went to Seoul. Were you in town Tuesday?
Isn't Tuesday Christmas Eve?
This past Tuesday.
Oh well, no, I was doing after tonight.
Oh, okay. You should have went to Soul Joel's mic.
I could have probably done both.
You could have done both.
Did you do after tonight in person?
Yeah.
How was it?
So you're telling me you're not watching?
Not with a 2-day turnaround, nigga. You saw the day I had yesterday.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll be out. This man, Mark, he saved a motherfucking day. I'll get into it more with Kwanzaa when we talk about that. I plan we do that in the second half of the show. I think that Mark, though, he deserves a lot of credit because I was having automobile issues, and this bull came and drove me to the show, and he really deserved a lot of credit for that. And Lukey drove me home, and he deserved a lot of credit for that. So I think y'all too is
You
two
made
of
fun
the.
of me for not being being a virgin when I said I wouldn't drive you home.
Did I?
You did.
What did I say?
You did.
Well, no, but what did I say?
You said, "Oh, Did you catch that fly?
Yeah.
Look at that. OT. Look at that. Oh, I thought you had to convince you caught it.
What did I call you?
You said, "Oh, we're gonna." Luke, how come we haven't gotten any pussy like real loud in front of the bar? I'm like, oh, that's a very nice thing to
Well,
say.
because
to
I
your
told
friend.
Combs that you weren't driving me home. He goes, "Yo, what?
Yeah.
How, bro?
And
How?"
if I wasn't driving you home, he wouldn't have driven you home either.
Well, no, but he doesn't live here.
I know, I'm
We
saying,
live
I know.
together. I know. I knew you was driving me home. Mark was nervous you were going to leave me, but I knew you were talking to Dan.
Well, because you said you were going to go in and cash out, and
I
then you
know.
went in and played pool, and it was the longest pool game I've ever played.
Yeah, because Tay, I don't want to say anything. I'm not one to out somebody, but our man Tay Fitch, or
He got back from skiing.
yeah, he was on his shit. Well, that picture of us, that selfie of us by the
Yeah.
thing that Joe took, Tay's going like this, like showing off his 1995 belly tattoo.
Oh, right.
That was a sell-by date. When it was
Yeah,
The expiration date.
that was his price when Billy Mays had a slave trade, 1995.
Hi, Billy Mays here. We have the Tavon Rice.
3 payments of 19.
He'll pick your cotton and he'll clean your windows.
Okay, well, I didn't agree to that, but
Read what?
well, it didn't have to be a slit. Well,
Well,
yeah.
what else would you use a black person for, Mark?
You know, accounting. They could do.
Okay, it can
they
be. Yeah, true. That's
They
true.
can do anything these days.
They like to crunch numbers. Yeah, it's true.
This is you're asking a Chinese guy. He's a math teacher for like kindergartners. It's like, what are we gonna learn in class today? Accounting. Yo, I fuck with them though. I fuck with the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yo, I be eating that mushu pork.
I don't eat mushu pork. I never get that.
I never get mushu pork.
I
Folks.
stay to the same Chinese.
What do you
things
get?
every time?
Hibachi scallop
I've-
or the Japanese.
Beef and broccoli.
Oh, beef and broccoli.
Any kind of sesame chicken. Actually,
Oh,
sesame chicken. is
We
my
were
go-to.
sesame. Oh yeah. General Tso.
General Tso.
That's
yeah.
what I get. I get General
Yeah.
Tso's.
Oh, General.
Yeah.
I like duck. A duck.
I don't do
Oh,
duck.
oh,
Peking?
try the duck. A duck meat.
Okay.
A duck meat.
Peking duck.
Oh, Peking duck.
I get
too
General
many bone.
Tso's.
Too many bone.
I get General
Too many
Tso's,
bone in
or I-
Peking duck.
Or I get the boneless spare ribs, and I get the
Oh, Boris.
the crab rangoons.
Oh,
folks.
crab rangoon.
I didn't hear about that until I got to college.
Oh,
Have you ever
oh,
had
the
shrimp
cr-
toast?
Shrimp.
No, I never
What
had shrimp
shrimp?
toast.
Shrimp
toast?
toast?
Toast with shrimp.
I don't know what is.
Toast with
hopefully- You're really getting under my skin with this Asian accent.
Why?
Huh?
I'm Asian.
You sound like a dainty
Because
gay
you're also
Asian.
like talking over me.
Dainty.
Dainty gay
That's
Asian.
That's the joke. That's what they do. They ask a question over a statement.
Okay. Well, I guess
Do they?
Wait, just say it's going to be raining tomorrow.
It's gonna be rain tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be raining.
Oh, did you ever? I didn't mean to cut you off your story. Go. I'm sorry, Mark. My fault.
No, it was just shrimp toast. I was wondering if you guys.
What is shrimp toast?
It's I don't know. It's like a. So it comes in a triangle.
in a
It's
triangle?
deep fried. It's deep
fried.
fried, but it's like thinking about it now is like gross to think about.
I'm gonna try it.
I like fried food.
The one time we went to the Trump rally and where the hell was it?
Oh, we're demonetized now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, in Wilkes-Barre, there was these Japanese people in front of us.
Oh yeah, tourists.
Tourists. They would take every two. This is like a 2-mile long line to go into the arena, and these Japanese people would take 2 steps and then take a selfie. 2 steps. Oh, take a picture, selfie. Do you remember what you said to them?
No, what? It was empty.
No, I'm thinking of you. Do you remember what? I can't imagine what you said to these Japanese.
They were talking about movies. They were talking about movies, and they go, "Oh, have you seen the new documentary about the documentary about Dinesh D'Souza made about the Hiri? Oh, so good, very good." And he just goes, "Yeah. You ever watch Backdoor Sluts 8?" And the lady goes, "No, I haven't seen that."
I said that.
You said that, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing from South Park. That's the name of the thing they find in Lord of the
Oh
Rings.
yeah. That was the first South Park episode I ever watched. Was that one?
The Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's a. I think they really. Oh, I never see that.
Never seen
oh,
that before.
back door slugs. Back in the back door. Oh. They
Yeah. Do you think they knew what you were talking about?
No, they not knock. They only have one door.
I don't think they don't. No, because they don't have doors. They have those like little like sheet
Oh yeah, yeah.
How are you guys so
Obedient.
know much?
I'm
about-
being actually. I don't know. I'm being racist. I'm just
Okay,
saying. Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I'm just being racist.
And I'm looking at these closet doors that are hanging off the.
Those are
you know,
these are Japanese inspired doors.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's been like that since literally day one.
Day one, yeah.
They came and fixed it twice, and then the maintenance guy here. It's one of those black guys with a dyed orange beard. How they have the orange like chunk in their beards.
That's like a style.
Muslims.
Oh, I don't know that was a Muslim.
Remember what you called him? OBN,
OBN.
orange beard nigga.
I say, yeah. I mean, he was an orange beard nigga.
Yeah. I am. Good times.
Came in. And he was like asking for a plate of lasagna.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Yeah. Good. He doesn't work Mondays.
We haven't had any like really bad maintenance issues lately.
Except the roaches.
Yeah.
Not in here.
Jesus Christ.
Outside.
Okay.
I've never seen
But
one
if
in
they're
here.
out there, then there must be in here.
Not in the unit. I'm certain.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I've looked all over.
Yeah, but if there's what's the saying? There's one roach, there's a million.
Yeah, but that's in the boiler room.
Dude, I had roaches in my place.
I don't think you're calling us the N-word. I just haven't seen any in here yet.
And they're big. They're big guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we were in Texas. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking ginormous.
Oh my God.
I mean,
yeah.
we call them black people in Pennsylvania, but
Yeah.
you can call them roaches in Texas.
No, I opened my door once and like I didn't see it, but I heard a thud like onto my counter. And I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
look and it's this giant cockroach.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
I hate them.
The house centipedes are the worst.
Yeah,
You
they
ever
eat
see-
shit though.
what the
Centipedes eat shit.
I
hate
they,
that too.
they kill the roaches and the spiders and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd love to
haven't
watch
seen any of
that.
those yet.
A video of I don't want to see it actually.
Have you
They
ever-
kill them though, roaches. They
yeah,
kill.
they kill. They kill
I didn't know they
spiders
could
and
kill roaches.
yeah.
I knew they killed spiders. Well, imagine them breaking a spider's legs off one by one and calling them like a Jap or a gook or something.
What?
Baby diaper tacos filled with like goat balls or something. That's from Nick Swartzen's Pretend Time.
Oh, well, I know. Yeah, that was a great sketch show. Did you ever watch that? Next one.
No.
Oh yeah. I
Oh
watched
yeah,
it.
and then there was the guy with the recycling plant that was called Cans, sir.
Go
Cans,
green.
sir.
Yeah.
Like, can I have your cans, sir?
Okay, I get it.
So it's cans, sir.
There's the masturbating sniper.
Yeah.
that
Then Nick Swartzen was the eating comedian. He got fat.
Okay.
Is my knee blocking my face?
Yeah, slightly.
It always does.
I'd say, is your knee blacking your face? I go, no, not yet.
What was I gonna say? Cut this.
Well, it's it's 10 minutes in. We already ran out of stuff to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah, he's gonna cut this. The guy
No,
won't
I
even
was
cut
ju-
me saying the N-word. You left the stuff in of Lakshmi chastising us about not having a theme.
Oh
Was
yeah,
I supposed
yeah,
to cut
yeah.
that?
Yeah, you said afterward. You said I'll cut that.
Did Lakshmi want it cut?
No, I did.
Oh,
You given any thought to the theme though?
No theme.
No theme.
I said we have a theme. I said we hate comedy. That's our theme. We're just negative Nancy's.
Yep. Oh yes, this is what I want to say about the Nick Swartzen thing. Did you see that they think Jesselnick took a shot at what's his name?
Nick Swartzen.
Yeah.
Did he?
I almost called him Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah. Yeah, well he made like a crack at like, oh, what are you just gonna be like a frat guy comedian till you're 50? And people are like, oh, it's either Swartzen because he is like kind of a frat guy
Yeah.
to 50, or he's talking about Gillis.
Well, I mean,
Gillis is
And yeah,
50?
you can't talk shit about Gillis.
yeah, you
right?
can't fucking talk shit about
Gillis
shit.
isn't 50.
No, but I think he's saying like, oh, that act won't last.
How old is Shane? Like 35? Probably older.
he's
Well, I
got-
always think to myself when I do comedy, what would Anthony Jeselnik do? And that's a stupid, dark, fake, edgy, dark fucking twist at the end of every joke.
I
Yeah, but Jim Kelly's girlfriend's hot.
I used to really like Jesselnick, and same thing with Seinfeld. I used to really like Seinfeld.
Then you turn 18 and you realize they're not funny.
No, but it's every time they talk about comedy, they get so pompous. Like their way is the only way. And what are you cutting now? Okay.
Why? What about that rapist Pete Eckenroth?
Oh.
That's
Mark,
how I
when you're
feel,
back
though.
there, tell that rapist Pete, say rape on, raper.
All right, I'll mention it.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Rape,
There was a,
rape
yeah,
on, you lousy.
There was a the one quote I heard about Norman was talking about Seinfeld. He goes like, yeah.
Wait, did you just start that and say your friend?
I want to say
pause?
your boy Norman. Yeah, Seinfeld says you should wear long sleeve because no one wants to see no one paid to see your arms. It's like
Seinfeld really say that?
I get, dude.
I heard so many people say that line. I'm like, that's the dumbest opinion to fucking have.
Aldis, you've been wearing shorts a lot lately, haven't you? Yes, Alan, I have. I was wearing shorts on stage into November, and I've realized, Mark, they hate it more than the leather jackets in the summer.
Really?
People really don't like the comics. Don't like.
Yeah, but like what comics? Comics that like newer comics, or like the older ones that think they have a lot of clout.
The newer ones, obviously.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, the newer ones that read an article that say "dress for success" or something.
Yeah.
But you can't go up there. There's a difference between me wearing shorts and dressing like.
But Nick Swardson kind of dresses like a slob. Like it's been done.
Nick Swardson is way funnier than Anthony Jeselnik. That's why Nick Swardson wins that.
I know, and Kyle, and I liked him in the Adam Sandler song "Secret." Did you ever hear that?
No.
I have a secret. Shh, don't tell. I trim my bush. Don't tell. That's Adam Sandler singing it, and the video is Nick Swardson going like this and everything, and he's lip syncing it, and the guy, and nobody knows is my bush is cut low as I dance and I sing and I put on a show. Adam Sandler, Nick Swardson.
So that the bit is it's a song about trimming your pubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's better than who? Who would
Anthony Jeselnik? He could take a shit and eat it. He'd be funnier than Anthony Jeselnik. I mean, Anthony Jeselnik.
So you hate Anthony Jeselnik?
I don't think he's funny at all.
I mean,
The twists and turns.
The twists and turns.
That's
so
what
I
we
was
hate.
walking down the street yesterday with my girlfriend, and I dropped her off at I dropped her off at school. She's a student there. She's in 3rd grade. Ha ha ha! So funny. Like he rapes children. Ooh, I'm gonna yeah. I don't like Anthony Jeselnik.
I mean, it's getting to the point where who you like is a very handful.
I like Louis C.K.
Oh yeah,
love Louis C.K. Love Norm. Then it gets kind of weird after that.
You got 2.
Oh, Cat
You
Williams.
can't even make a Rushmore.
Cat Williams. The one comic I like that everybody hates is Gabriel Iglesias. Everybody hates him.
Yeah, the one thing I've ever watched of him, it was some special on Netflix, and me and my dad were watching it, and we got like 20 minutes in, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, we haven't laughed once, and we turned it off. Yeah,
I watched his one special, Hot and Fluffy. That's my favorite special as a kid, and I guess I grew up watching him though. That's probably why I like him.
I don't know. I remember he kept talking about like his son and a car, I think.
Volkswagen Bug.
So whatever that special is.
Do you like Gabriel Iglesias? I bet you're a big fan.
Stop it. No, I don't want to insult your favorite guy, but I'm not watching.
He's not my favorite. He's
Can't watch that shit. Jesus
top 4.
Christ.
He's top 4.
Foxworthy, I think, sucks. No, Foxworthy isn't that bad. Dunham sucks. Dunham's a fucking loser.
I don't think Dunham's that bad.
I think Dunham in the era where he was doing it was good. Like he was in the
I just don't see how. I mean, it's a brilliant idea having those toys. People fucking the puppets. I mean, people buy them. I just don't think that talking to inanimate objects is that funny.
No, it's not at all.
No
matter what.
Jose Jalapeno, get the hell out of here.
But you were talking to Alan earlier, right?
Yeah, I said I don't like talking to inanimate objects.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was talking to him.
Okay.
What are some comics I should like that do you think most people like?
Mark, what is that supposed to mean? My life matters. Okay. Alan, don't get snarky. You insulted my appearance earlier, Mark.
Yeah, I did. I'm saying that I don't know if it's the lighting in here, but at least on camera it looked more purple, and now it's getting very dark.
I appreciate you not predetermining my gender.
No.
You said it. You didn't say.
Oh,
you didn't say he.
Yeah.
Said, but he doesn't. He don't know if he does identify as he, but he doesn't identify as somebody who wants to be called he without asking.
And we hate Jeff Dunham or whatever his name.
I like Jeff Dunham.
But yeah, Dunham's a loser. I don't like him because of Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. I used to get made fun of for that all the time.
Oh, so it's a personal thing.
Oh no!
Oh, God forbid you
I
insult
just think
somebody
he's a hack.
due to racial stereotypes. I mean, that does not go on the sick ghouls.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, Mr. Jeffana, you so funny. I see you, I laugh. I think you good.
Who are some other popular comics that I'm trying to think of who I should like?
Matt McCusker. Is that his
Love
name?
McCusker.
Is that his name? I've never
Matt
watched him.
McCusker,
I've just
love
heard,
McCusker.
I heard 4 different comics independently bitch about him this week, so I said this guy must blow dick.
Wait, who? Who was bitching about him?
I'm not saying their names. I don't want to say their
I
names.
can write down a ton if we need to censor them.
You won't censor them.
I
I don't
will.
trust you. I like the
Wait,
people.
with
won't.
these open micers?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
they were established comics talking shit on Shane Gillis's best friend.
Yeah.
They make $60,000 a year off comedy. That's why they're talking. Yeah.
But was it people like that started after us or before us?
Sorry, with them.
With them?
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of narrows it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no opinion.
Who
on
do
that.
you like?
Who do I like? You want to know my Mount Rushmore?
What's your Mount Rushmore?
Normand.
Who?
Normand.
No.
Keith
He
Purnell.
fell out.
You guys ruined him for me, and now
I never made fun of Normand.
Well,
I did.
Luke
a lot.
always did.
I always did.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I thought his first special was really good, and then the second one wasn't.
When he
good at
came
all.
out, he was just really different, and that's what. But then, like, he started doing podcasts, and after you
Yeah.
listen to like 8 podcasts with him, you hear gay, hey, like it gets so old.
Yeah, and he's also like I've also heard like he's a habitual cheater too.
What, on his wife?
Yeah.
How do you like a guy less for that? Genuinely.
I like morals, you know. I
So
like
you
the guy
didn't-
tell the jokes.
God forbid, you like morals.
Yeah.
So you guys really think less of a person for cheating on
Yeah.
their wife,
I do.
Yeah.
even if it's like one of your boys.
It's a holy sacrament.
I mean, you can just break up, then have sex with another
All
woman.
right. Well, Luke, that's why you get the bitches. Okay.
Oh, you're offended by that take? That's a good point, man.
Why are you
All
saying?
because you weren't faithful.
I'm Faye. Wait. What time is that?
You never cheated on me.
What time is it?
I'll write it down. It is 22:22.
Oh, all right. We're gonna cut that whole 15-second block. I am.
We're gonna come after you for alimony payments.
No, I've just got. I mean, listen. There's several that I don't think there's ever been a girl that I haven't at least attempted to cheat on.
Well, it makes
So
you
you're
feel
never
better.
gonna-
We don't look down on you for that.
All right. Well, let's cut that 30 seconds now until 23,
Okay.
and we're back. All right.
Yes.
And we're black. I
Do you want us to bring up? Like, yeah, I mean, cheating on this. Like, to me, that's not a good thing to do.
Well, let me ask you this: do you ever envision yourself getting married?
No.
Okay. Well, then you don't have to worry about cheating so much because you'll just be single forever.
Yeah. Well, my forever is gonna be another 3 or 4 years. So
Don't say that.
I
You gotta at least make.
Where were you every day the past 4 years of knowing him? Saying, that. Don't say that. Oh,
Don't say that.
telling him that's like,
Well,
oh, don't.
because I'm on camera right now.
listen. When the Earth comes crashing down, I hope like. Wait, that didn't make any sense. When
The earth goes crashing.
listen, man, we're all gonna die. All right.
You never know with this AI between AI,
We might live forever.
World War III. You never know when the last day is.
Mike Steve quote: "If I get to the end of my life and I have to live another life, I'm killing myself."
So you said Norman, and then who else?
No, I didn't say Norman.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Yeah.
I thought, yeah, who?
It was Gaffigan. I like Jim Gaffigan.
Because he was a Trump guy.
No, he
wasn't a Trump guy until recently. He's not even a Trump guy now. He just didn't like Kamala. And
Oh, good.
Yeah, he hated Trump in the last couple elections.
I figured. Tata Sharice.
Yes, of course. David Tell,
David Tell's great.
Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle's great.
and then it used to be Jerry Seinfeld, but then the way I heard him talk about comedy, Larry David. Even though he's not like
Did you ever?
people don't think of his stand-up, but
Solid list.
Curb is like the best.
Did you ever watch
Show ever.
the stand-up clips of him and during Curb when he's doing stand-up?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they're really funny.
I wanted to go see him live. He was doing like a talk thing in Austin. Dude, the tickets sold out like almost immediately, and like the only ones left were like $400.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, I like
got
him,
it.
but I don't like him that much.
I think one of them was around there. He's coming somewhere around here. I got an ad for it
Maybe
once.
the Met, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think the Met.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is. How big was the venue? Like 2,500? That's what I think Met is.
Yeah, it was like a theater. It was
Yeah.
it was a Texas
I remember the one
theater.
day I walked past the Met, Jerry Seinfeld was there on a big billboard, and I was walking to do Casa Duran 3.
And
I
you
said, "Hey, Jerry!"
and I bet you had the best set in town.
I mean, Charles Steele was on that show. Come on now.
Yo, man, he got.
We went in there, and it was actually a great. London had a great setup there. It was literally in his apartment,
Yeah.
and he almost got kicked out of it for doing the show.
Hey, baby, we're going to Miami.
That's insane to do a comedy show.
It was actually a good show. Like, it was a really good show.
But what right do
I
they
know,
have to
but-
tell him that you can't do that?
You can't have like 50 people in an apartment.
Why can't you?
You also can't like
It's the
profit off
business.
of
Yeah,
people coming into your like
I
apartment.
know that, but I wonder if his landlord. I guess they're all Jews, so she probably did know that.
He was on the second floor too. You're below that. Like it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's horrible. Dunbar, it was me and Dunbar. Dunbar went to network because he's a grifter, and they had like a nice spread, like some chips and dip and some charcuterie boards and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sitting. We're like right in the front of the stage, and Dunbar's right next to the snacking table. Every couple seconds, I look back. Dunbar's like reaching. He's not on the show. Handfuls of chips and fucking. He's just chewing. I'm dying laughing. He's eating everything.
He's munching along.
Yo, dude, this sport's pretty fucking good, dude.
Was it just for the comics?
Just for the
too?
comics.
So it was like
yeah.
a green room.
or the paying people. No, it wasn't the green. It was the people that paid or were on the show. Were gonna eat
okay.
that. Dunbar housed an entire charcuterie.
I'm not gonna
board.
pay for this show. It's in his living room.
I'm not gonna fucking pay for this shit, dude. The fuck?
So he just walked in.
we drove together. Me and him.
Did they try to charge him?
No.
That's the one thing.
What
I
are-
mean,
what
if
are
I
your-
don't do this
for
crap out,
Tom.
even
What are your
though-
plugs?
What's the software? That in Austin,
Yeah, in the beginning, but you
typically
gotta plug it
can
again
get
at the
free
end.
as a comic.
Go ahead.
After
tonight, YouTube,
But like you
Twitch,
go to some of these shows and they
subscribe.
like have
Thank you.
some like open micer working the door and they don't know you and then they try to charge you. It's the most awkward thing to be like, yeah, I do comedy, and they're like, oh, you know,
Happened.
I would
us-
just rather
that
not
happened
do
last
it.
week. Mark, can you hand me a beer, please?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, hand me two, so I don't have to ask again. Thank you.
We went to the. You did just a comedy show, right?
Who
In Jersey, Andrew Sherritt's.
the one that's
It's in like Vineland, New Jersey, or something
it was
like that.
the
Miss Silly's Blues.
Yeah.
These
I-
ones are supposed to turn blue. I'm sorry.
I went to the show one day. I was on that show twice, and then Dunbar was on it. And I'll go see Dunbar.
Yeah.
I walk in, this guy is really portly comic, John Huss James. I like, and he goes, he's like 5'6",
But a good 370.
good 370.
I know who he is.
And he comes up to me and goes, "You know what's up, man? $20." I'm like, yeah. He's like, "No, it's $20." I'm like, I was on the show before. Like it's my third time here. It's the first time I'm not doing the show. Yeah, it's still $20. I'm like, all right.
Did you pay?
Oh, that
I paid.
sucks.
I remember that day. Then I was there, and I didn't. I wouldn't have. I remember we
Yeah.
talked
I
about
don't
it.
think you were there.
Because somebody tried to make me pay. The guy I said before that we cut.
Really?
The one I cut under his face. No, he tried to make me pay, and I said, "Buddy, there's no way." That's what I said to him. I was really loaded.
Yeah, the thing about that though is like, at least in Austin, like I'm trying to get on like a show on 6th Street. So if they say no, I'm just like, all right, and I just walk away.
Yeah.
But here it's like you drove all that way to that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna turn around and go home.
I laughed right in his face when he
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't mind it. Like, that's the one. I you know what I mean. It's gonna go to the comic. So if it gets, if it's a promoter I like, I actually don't. I've done that at 13. I've paid and I don't mind because I think
Yeah.
if everybody
Yeah.
gets an extra $3.
All of it is like a burlesque show. You're not, it's not like really like a comedy show.
Yeah, I'm not paying for anything I'm going to go on at. If there's a mic after it, there's no way in hell I'm paying to go on.
No.
Like, I'd rather pay the $5 for a New York mic or something to do that.
I always feel bad that they make sometimes the audience pay, and you're like, that the comics on the lineup. You're like, these people are gonna be disappointed. This lineup isn't worth $20.
Or they passed the fucking tip bucket out during somebody's set. We remember when
I like the tip bucket.
Commonly the Crick used to always do that.
Yeah, but they got money.
They got-
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a great way to do it. To pass around, no cover, get the people drunk before the
Yeah.
headliner, pass around the tip.
Well, also,
Yeah.
I feel like that time, because it was the middle of the pandemic, they were just happy to be out of the house, so they were willing. They were like,
Yeah.
anything was funny to them,
Yep. Well, it's a shock that went out of business.
Those were good times, man.
Yeah, until they brought in like all the fucking
Yeah.
gatekeeping lifers that drove it into the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
we got the shit end of the stick too. We got the crack addict, not the fat guy, not the fat gambler.
Yeah, I know. We would have had another year of shows.
I know. Yeah, I actually did one show actually that
I remember that. Yeah, you told me. You said it wasn't the show itself wasn't that good though.
I don't remember being that good.
The ones we used to go to, we'd kill.
Oh, it was like those were awesome.
Yeah.
Those were awesome.
Remember we were doing mics out on the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sidewalk of that bar?
Yeah,
On,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was like it was nice because it was a Saturday mic. I was like, yeah, I'll drive up to Ben Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
the
like
pandemic.
nothing was going on.
And then Luke, he just didn't listen. I've seen you 2 times or 4 times.
Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. And fuck, we're there. We go over to his trailer park. To his trailer, Anthony's trailer. I never forget this. I was like, it was
trailer park.
and we're getting in there. And did I ask him what I need to do to be put on a show or something like that? Did I
Yeah.
did I ask him that?
I think so.
I regret asking.
You were still very new then. Not very new, but newish.
Yeah, I was probably 6 months in.
Oh yeah, that's new.
Yeah, and he was talking to Mike Lauro. Like, you remember Mike Lauro?
Yeah, kinda.
He was talking to Mike Lauro, and he goes like,
It's a right guard on the Houston Texans.
Right now, you guys, you're not definitive yet. We have question marks next to your names. And then he goes over to me and he goes, Luke, I've seen you like 3 times. You did okay one time. You bombed twice. Like, I gotta see a lot more from you. And I was like, what? Like, we're outside. We're outside in the middle of winter. Like, what are you talking about? And he goes,
Yo, bro, it's a snowstorm, bro.
and I'm like, all right, okay. And then he goes back to Mike Lauro. Mike Lauro goes, hey man, so I heard you said that we have question marks next to our names. What can I do to not be a question mark? And it's like, you fucking faggot. You fucking dumb faggot. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
This guy smokes crack. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's a crack addict.
Do you remember when it was in that little it was like that?
The bed and breakfast.
Yeah, it was that like little wooden mom and
Yeah, and then the greatest joke I've ever seen at comedy, Lemaire walking out with a salad.
That was the first joke, Mick. That was the funniest joke.
Oh, I don't even mean him walking out was the joke. He's a pig. He's oh my god, and he's unfunny.
He's a good friend.
Good friend of the show,
Not
folks.
to me.
But no, you sent the text group chat. You said, "Who's Lemaire fooling with that sound?"
But no, it was weird because that room, it was like everybody, they packed all the audience,
Yep.
and then they kept the comics back. So you had no idea what was going on, and then you would go out there to
I liked it.
a bunch of men. And then remember, we didn't know who he was at the time, but Mark Giobbi was like sitting in the crowd, like he was sitting
yeah.
in the front row.
Wasn't I saying shit to his wife?
Probably.
I remember
You
once
called some woman. You called some woman. I was leaving her a stupid cunt, and she got all mad at you.
a Cupid stunt.
Yeah, Cupid
On
stunt.
Valentine's Day, I was watching Jackass. Cupid stunts. Oh, yeah.
What? I don't know.
But-
They would go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. Do you remember they would ask you a question at the end of your set?
It was a pre-Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
And the one question, I just winged it and I crushed. Like it was better than anything my act.
One of mine was a fuck, marry, kill. And
Yeah.
there was a hot chick there with her family in the front, probably like 21, 22. And they said, "All right, so what your question, Otis, is fuck, marry, kill this audience." And everyone went, "Oh." And I said, "Okay, so fuck." And she was right in the front row, and her family was. I just said fuck, and then I looked away from her. Well, you remember what I said at the La Cava show to that girl?
I forget. What'd you say?
There was a girl. It was a older couple, like 50, 60-year-old couple. Their son, a cousin, like their nephew,
Oh, that's rough.
and a girlfriend, the nephew's girlfriend, and the girl was there with them. She had a cast on her foot. And, I said, "Wait, I messed it up. It wasn't the nephew's girl. Wait, I don't know who the hell it was."
Wait, how old were the son and the cousin? Were they like?
They were all like our age.
Okay.
So there were 3 people our age and 2 parents. And
Gotcha.
some amount. There was here's what it was. There was an ugly girl dating the guy, dating the son, and then the girl was a cousin.
Oh, okay.
The hot girl was a cousin.
She had a cast on her arm.
She had a cast. Was it why that you don't think that's interesting? Me explaining the family tree of these retards, but she had a cast
They're a
on
great
her
audience.
a cast on her foot, and I said, "Man, you broke your ankle or something. What happened?" She goes, "Car accident." And I said, "Well, were you driving high?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "Huh." like a Christmas ham. I would eat you like a Christmas ham.
And how did the audience respond to that?
Everyone laughs.
Oh, really?
They got a rude reaction.
Okay.
But not her, but she.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even let her finish. She goes, "No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I wasn't driving high." And I said, "Like a Christmas ham. I would eat you like a Christmas ham." I think I said then I'd munch. I said I would just munch.
Who else was on that show?
Uncle Tone,
Tone.
Bob's. I don't
Bob
remember.
C. Bob C was on that.
Who else? I don't remember now. Steve. That was the
yeah.
one we all went out, and you.
I left. Irish goodbye.
Well, not even that. Worse.
I lied and left.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you guys don't drive together.
Neither do I, Mark.
I mean, what about the environment, guys? You're killing the environment. What about the gas prices?
Luke likes to rehearse before he goes on aloud in the car.
No, that's not the reason why. We've been friends for what, 4 years? Oh, 4.5 years, 5?
You got to keep the mic to your face.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times have you driven me in that friendship?
Probably 4.
I think 4, 3.
Yeah.
I've driven every time.
You want me to start driving?
No, because you drink and drive, and you're high and drive. There's no.
Yo, yeah, he was taking care of his bumblebees in a rain jacket. He was hiving dry.
That's what I say about Jim Irsay. He's pie on hills.
Or the tight end you came up with for the Browns, Kion Hoke. Kion Coke.
I remember those quick shows where it's like
Yeah, we
those
should drive together more, Luke.
by
We had fun last night.
Yeah, we did because it was a necessity. You didn't have a car.
Yeah, but I wasn't too fucked up yesterday.
Yes, you were. To drive, you could not drive.
Yesterday?
Yesterday,
What was I doing in the car?
you were drunk. You were clearly drunk.
What was I saying?
You weren't saying it. You were just you're slurring your speech and stuff. I mean, all your speech has slurs in them, but still. But those quick shows, I remember like Triggered Radio. That was the name, Triggered Radio.
Triggered? They
would always. Did you know? I think you noticed this too. They would always find an excuse to kick people out of the show.
Yeah,
Every time.
I remember they kicked like a bunch of people out, and I gave you a line because it was right around the election.
What the hell was that line?
You were like,
it's on my Google Drive. That's.
Because I was like, dude, go out there and say, just like this election, it ain't over. And all these like Republicans were like,
yeah, and then I bombed horribly. Then I bombed. It was just like 2020.
You should make a reel of that.
I actually, yeah. Well, I guess it's 4 years too late. Yeah, it's 4 years too late.
All right.
I don't like topical humor, so go ahead.
I've been working on a bit, dude. Did I tell you about that bit? I told you about this. I heard a new bit this week that was pretty good at 2 Street from a legend that we've referenced in the past on this show. I'm not going to repeat it. No, y'all, dude. I was just thinking about being a kid, right, dude?
Yeah.
I was thinking about all the pisses I took in my pants, dude. Then I was thinking about all the shits I took in my pants, dude. Yo, dude, and then I was thinking about all the jizzy cum I left in my fucking pants, dude. Every word out of his mouth is racist. Every word out of his mouth.
So I didn't know.
My fucking jizzy cum, dude. Fuck yeah, balls.
What mic was this at?
2 Street.
Oh, you're saying
I didn't know Dan DePriel was at 2 Street.
Yeah.
The jizzy cum.
Did you ever meet Seth Ruddick? Nice guy. He's friends with Manny and everything. He kind of talks like DePriel. He's like DePriel's age, DePriel's body type.
DePriel's humor.
Somebody called him Rudick by accident, not Ruddick. And from the stage, he yelled out, "That's not my name!" And then she said, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Ruddick!" And he said it just like DePriel.
He's like a fucking Pokemon. That's your Pokemon. Ruddick!
I was thinking yesterday, what if I could make that my horn in the car?
I think with Teslas, you could do like custom ones.
Funny.
Get the clock ready. Move it, nigga! Move it!
Yo, you gotta get a Cybertruck to get that as your horn. Hurry up, you motherfucker! Ruddick!
Oh my god!
Is there any like side characters that are like the Philly, because I think Philly has great side characters.
Yeah, there's side
with,
characters.
with that being
'Cause there's
said,
a shit ton of people there.
rest
you know?
in peace to the great Roger Snare.
Roger and Linda.
We
bro.
lost Linda and then we lost Roger. It's almost, I mean, you hear those old stories passed down about how so-and-so died right after their spouse. Must have been of a broken heart. Well, Roger probably had dementia, but still.
He can still drive a car till the end.
Yeah.
He had no choice. He lived in there. And,
I loved everybody in PCM were saying rest in peace. Like they all gave a fuck about them when they were still alive.
Yep. Not a single person did except Jeff Roser. Jeff Roser was always nice to them. Those are the people that are, you have to actually be nice to them. I'm sure Dorian was in there saying something to him, even though he says everything.
Sonya Z was said something.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sonya Z's a fucking dumb whore.
Well, in Gulanese, that means a brave woman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember I was doing a project for school at the time of doing it because I was in college when I was doing mics for Soul Joel's, and it was when I was in the Dome and I was supposed to do like a news thing on it.
Yeah.
I was interviewing comics, and I wanted to interview Roger because I know Roger likes to talk, and I said Roger
Liked.
like to talk. Yeah, used to like to talk. And I said, Roger, whatever you do, don't bring up politics because this is for school. So it's supposed to be like, no politics. I go, ready? He goes, yeah, I'm ready. Action. See, this pandemic is a damn panic. I mean, these Democrats don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm like, all right, I can't do it, Roger. I can't.
I like how he started his interview with a bit of his.
Yeah, he did. That's exactly what he did.
True comic.
True
comic.
He is.
I just love how you would do the same act every time, and yeah, it was great.
We recited the entire thing one time when I was on stage.
Yeah, and I thought at the time it was disrespectful, but I think in his mind he was like, I have fans.
Yeah,
yeah. This is me. This is big time.
I can confirm to you that is what he thought. And he knew, and he was right though, because that's it. I would say it along with him. I posed as everything from a plumber to a proctologist to get him. I
found gold and knocked the mom's diaper pail.
What was the one about concrete shoes?
He's from Chicago.
You can't say anything about Obama. You can't
say
no wait no
you can't say anything about Barry.
No, Bambi.
Bambi.
Before that, he goes. I have a sample of Obama's poop. Now that shit will push you over a fiscal cliff. but you can't say anything about Bambi because he's from Chicago, a city where dead men vote and people get put in cement shoes daily. Yeah. But hey, Linda, they flash the light at us. Lighty, 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 lighty. Fuck the fucking light. Fuck the fucking light. Fuck the fucking light. Now, a lot of people, he kind of interrupt himself.
You know what's funny? He said, because that shit, Obama's poop will put you over a fiscal cliff. Says the guy who lives in his car. So, but he actually, he knows from experience.
Says the guy who was dragged out of his high school gym class and sent to Vietnam as a teenager, served this country, and then was left to die in poverty, uncared for by anyone but stranger, delinquent, open micers that only liked him just to parody.
And people would be like, "Oh, he's forcing Linda to do these mics." It's like,
he's keeping Linda alive.
She has dementia. She lives in a car. Where else could she go?
I'll bet she sucked a great dick. She probably looked like Farrah Fawcett in 1971.
Well, she didn't have any teeth, so.
And towards the end, she looked like Farrah Fawcett in 2021.
Oh man, could you imagine just fucking Linda, Roger and Linda fucking in that car?
No.
When do you think the last time they fucked was? You think they fucked since we met them? They had to have.
Last week.
You think Roger could have got a Viagra last week? Hey Linda, I missed you. You've gotten a lot more intelligent lately.
Rest in peace, sir. Linda had dementia, and she died, and she's still the funniest female comic in Philly.
Yeah, I just remember her wandering around Bar 13 in Henderson, get so pissed because it was the pandemic and they had to wear masks, and she would never wear a mask.
She was the third most attractive woman at that bar. Why was it? He gets so bad, and he kicked him out. It's like,
I mean, it's funny to look back on that and how strict people were with masks.
God.
And
Oh my
stuff
God,
that really
yeah.
didn't even matter in the long run.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about things in the pandemic that didn't matter that people blew out of proportion. George fucking. Somebody yelled that out. Yeah, somebody and his kids, George, and George. Somebody yelled that out when Beetlejuice was on stage at fucking 2 Street the other night. He's like, give me a celebrity. I'll do an impression of them having sex. And some guy I never met before yells, George Floyd, a white guy.
What did he do?
He went. Like he did the John Cena sitting in the thing. You know when he's like,
yeah.
He had one. I don't like to give away other people's jokes, but I'm gonna do it. He goes,
I mean, you just did Roger's act.
Yeah.
Well, no one can do it anymore. So
Yeah, I'm a tribute.
it'll live forever.
I want to be what Mayor is to Jerry Garcia. I want to be that to Roger. I'm gonna go around and do his stuff.
All right, good. I lost my pen.
Speaking of that, what do we think of Michael Penix getting in for Kirk Cousins? I think it's wrong that a white quarterback's getting benched.
He's been playing bad. And
Horrendous.
Somehow the Falcons are still in the play because the NFC South sucks.
Yeah, and they weren't that bad. They were record wise, they weren't that much worse when they had Desmond Ritter. Like, cause with this,
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And look how bad Desmond Ritter is doing this year. So what I'm saying is, Cousins isn't even a step up from Ritter. The team's the same way. That's how you can tell Cousins is bad.
Yeah, but do we know Ritter's playing that bad though? Because he only had one start. Because he's like the third string.
What team was he even on?
Isn't he on the Raiders?
Yeah, but he had like a sub 100-yard performance with like 20 passes.
So did Bo Nix, and now Bo Nix is like good.
Yeah, but Ritter's been in the league. I guess Bo Nix is 27 or whatever.
I don't understand how Ritter even has a starting job in the NFL.
He's not. He's a third string.
He's a third
But the
string.
Raiders have O'Connell, Ritter, and Minshew.
Wasn't he their starter for the Falcons for at least like 80% of their games
Ritter?
last year?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Ritter sucks.
How did anybody think that should be the case?
I don't know. Look at what the Giants are doing now. I mean,
They're
that's
horrible.
an atrocity.
Timmy Boyle.
Tim Boyle's out there, and DeVito. Like, I feel like they only.
What happened to Drew Lock?
He got hurt.
Yeah.
And they gave up all that shit. They pretty much get rid of Saquon to favor Daniel Jones, and now he's not on the team anymore.
I think they knew Daniel Jones was going to fail.
But why get rid of Saquon?
Because they have to completely rebuild anyway.
yeah,
You're going to
that's
lose his prime. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're just going to waste him, pretty much.
Giants have been bottoming out for 5 years.
Yeah.
Dable is awful.
The only good game Daniel Jones ever had is against Tampa Bay, his first start, I think. They had like a 28-point comeback.
He's had a few good ones on the road.
Does he?
Yeah, do you remember his
He
stats?
beat the
His road
Vikings in the
stats are a lot.
playoffs.
Yeah, they were a lot better. His road stats.
Yeah.
I was on that show when that Eagles game with Dunbar, Ryan Kay, and Al Davis. We were on a show when that Giants and Eagles playoff game happened. What a fucking mess. We were together. Remember at Jackson Inn, which is closed, by the way.
Yeah.
Jackson Inn. Remember we were there in that Eagles Giants game. They had the Eagles and Giants playing during the mic, and Daniel Jones had that long run.
Oh, yeah.
And he fell. I remember watching that with you.
Yeah.
They were wearing the Eagles were wearing the Luke jerseys that night.
The white ones?
No,
Green
the other
ones?
ones.
Oh, they won the Kelly Green ones?
Yeah.
The Frankfurt Yellow Jackets?
Yeah.
They wore that one?
They wore the Kelly Green ones because, like, Irish Kelly.
Yeah.
And Irish people are black. I love the opening videos at sports where it's like a voiceover and they go, it's a shot of like a bridge of whatever city. Hey, Philly, we don't mess around. We know you've got the heart. We know you've got the passion. Putty does that for the Devils.
Does he really?
Yeah,
That's
Putty.
awesome.
I remember listening. This is Newark. He comes on.
Hey, Jerry, we're the Devils.
Yeah, but you're going to hell, Sidney Crosby. You're gonna burn in hell.
You know he's like a big Christian?
Sid?
No.
Putty?
Buddy?
Yeah, the guy who plays
David,
Buddy.
what's his name?
Patrick Wardburn.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's the voice of Joe on Family Guy, and he I guess he disagrees with some of those jokes on there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, I can't face it anymore. My legs are broken. Look at that was beeping like a warning sign.
The shit with him. You ever see the video with him? It's like Peter go like it's like a meme. Peter goes, "Hey everybody, Meg just got her first period," and Joe just goes, "Peter," but like it cuts to him. He's like in hell, and it's like all echoey and scary. It's pretty funny. I like that meme. Okay. Just want to put that out there. I'm so happy. I'm glad Jackson didn't close. That mic fucking sucked. That was horrible.
I was used to host there.
No, I mean, even with that, it was a bad.
I
look.
liked it because you get to do time, and the expectation was you're gonna bomb. So any kind of laugh you got, it was good.
Every time
Were there any bitches in there ever?
Sometimes they would get these like hot because it's near
Joel?
Greenville. No. You would get these like milfs that would come in with their like boyfriends. Yeah.
I'm off older women. I think my cutoff age now is like 25.
Yeah.
All right, DiCaprio.
I don't want to fuck some 32-year-old. Seriously.
Well, but you can't tell sometimes.
No, 32-year-olds. 32-year-olds are fine. I just don't want. I want to fuck some young women. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta.
Not
once
too
this-
young. Careful there.
No, I'll. Like 14. No,
I was thinking about that on the drive up here.
fucking 14. No.
Pause. The whole Karl Malone with the 13-year-old.
Disgusting.
How is he not in prison for
Should
that?
be. He impregnated her while he was in college, and then he went to court because he wouldn't pay her child support. The initial report, he was going to have to pay $200 a month in child support.
Yeah.
Then he said no, he appealed it, and it got down to $125.
Huh.
He was making like $80,000 a year as a rookie in the league, and he couldn't pay $200.
But isn't there proof that it's rape at that point?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Mark. Rape is prominent in the black community, and it's not talked about. Huh. Like, so her parents cared more about getting the. They only sued him civilly.
Oh, okay.
Right? They only cared about getting the money.
I don't know all
That's
the
what I'm saying.
details.
You know what I mean?
I just know she was 13.
Right,
That's
but in
crazy.
the if you're 13 suing somebody, the family's got to be behind it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not. They didn't press charges. I don't think. I think they just wanted the kid taken care of. Like, that's just something that happens. Black girls.
Yeah,
get
but
raped
didn't
by
come out
family
until
officers.
later that it was his kid.
I believe so, and he doesn't have anything to do with it. That kid ended up going to the NFL. He was a lineman.
Yeah.
And they asked him about it, and he said, "It's like my dad." This is one of the most depressing things I've ever heard. She said, "It's like my mom went to a sperm bank." That's how I look at it. Like,
Jeez.
like that your dad's in the NBA. It's like that should be awesome. It's like, it's like it could have been literally anyone.
And he's
Yeah.
like a white black guy.
No, he's black.
Who?
Karl Malone's
Yeah,
son.
but he's not. No, like Karl Malone.
He's black.
He's black, but like he always nowadays he's like all white. Like he talks about hunting and fishing and shit like that.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I mean, Bo Jackson is
Yeah.
a hunter. It doesn't.
Well, look where Karl Malone lived for 15, 20 years.
That's yeah, true. Yeah.
Salt Lake City with
Yeah.
John Stockton. My Twitter, it might still be on Twitter. My border photo is a quote on John Stockton, or from John Stockton on load management in the NBA. But it could be applicable in a bunch of different ways. It says, "I just don't think that's okay." John Stockton.
So Karl Malone is a rapist. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I was just thinking driving up here.
You ever watch Ren and Stimpy?
Not really. I know the cartoon.
One of the main creator got ousted as like a child rapist. He was like in his 40s. He was had a relationship with a 13-year-old, and like they would be like she would work at the office with him and stuff like that. And they'd see him like the animators would see her, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's John's girlfriend." And it's like
Jesus.
they wouldn't know how did this not get reported? Like
Yeah.
but like he was if you ever watch Ren and Stimpy, the guy's he's a twisted fucking fucked up guy.
I love that show.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
It's really it's bizarre. But a great quote because it came out like in 2018 that this happened.
Yeah, but she was like 30 in 2018.
Yeah, she was 13 then when she was dating him.
Right, but she still lived.
What do you mean?
She didn't die from it.
Yeah, she's probably scarred from it.
Yeah, well, guess what? She should have had a wider cunt.
Jesus.
Oh, you don't mean from vaginal tearing.
That's badass edgy Otis Timlin, everybody.
ODT.
ODT. He's so dark, folks. It's so cool.
OTT all day.
But like his lawyer had a great quote. He was like, "Yeah, 25 years ago, my client did have a brief relationship with a 16-year-old, but nothing sexual happened." It's like, all right, well, I mean,
Who was that about?
the writer for Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Well, okay, doesn't matter how brief it was. It's fucking illegal. Like, it's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
You got to wonder where the parents are in the whole situation too.
They're not around. The father probably did it first, or he's happy to be getting money out of them. They like when
Yeah,
that
it's
happens.
either one or the other.
Parents will coach their kids up to extort sex out of rich people. There are people who would you'll hear stories about people saying like you would see at hotels people dropping off their 17-year-old daughters like go fuck Usher and try to get them to get you pregnant.
Oh God.
I know.
That's why
how Luke was born.
But here's the other thing is like then now you do comedy and you see the people that will just do anything to kiss ass and so
Yep.
you know there's a whole breed of
Oh,
people
yeah.
out there that's just trying to do anything just to
Yep.
work a way up.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, a lot of times these child actors are like they have horrible parents, and that's why
Yeah.
all the sexual stuff happens with them because their parents run around, and their parents are bad parents. They want them to get famous.
Yeah.
That's what that Sam from iCarly wrote that book. I'm glad my mom's dead or something like that.
Yeah. Or I love Joe Jackson when they say, "Well, you beat your children." Listen, Michael ended up being a huge star and huge in the music industry. All right, but Joe, you beat your children. Yeah, but Michael ended up being a huge star in the music industry.
What about Tito? Tito's not a huge star.
No, Tito just died.
Oh, he did?
I think, yeah, Tito Jackson. He just
I
died.
don't know. I don't know.
Jamie, pull that up.
Are you more of a Michael Jackson fan or a Prince fan?
We've talked about this on the show,
Have we?
Michael, but I think Prince has a lot of merit. Prince is a great guitar player. Actually, so because of that, I like Prince more.
Who do you like more?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of either one of them. So,
He's more of a
Luke.
Luke Combs guy right here.
No, I don't. There's like one Prince song that I may have on a playlist. I don't have any Michael Jackson on a playlist. Although his music is good. Like I'm not gonna say he's bad.
Yeah, I have a couple Prince songs. I don't have any Michael Jackson songs on mine.
Yeah,
Is this Billie Jean?
I only did that because I enjoyed it.
okay. I'm glad.
She's not my lover. She's just a girl that says that I'm the one, folks. Are you excited for the Trump presidency?
If we get there,
That's
Think
what
they're
I'm
gonna
worried-
kill him?
I see a lot of like. What do you think about all this drone stuff?
I
don't
didn't
believe-
pay
You think
attention.
that has anything to do with any of this
Oh, I
going on?
forgot about all that stuff. Yeah.
See,
I haven't read anything.
I like I know this is I know he's a whack job, but I like listening to Alex Jones just because he gives you a thing that like no one thinks about.
Yeah.
Because I seen that this, I think it was a popular TikTok that this guy that was making drones is saying that the drones are flying so low and coming out at night because they're trying to pick up radiation. Because with the sun out, the sun affects it trying to pick up radiation.
They're missing some nuclear thing.
Yeah,
right?
so they think there's a nuclear like bomb missing in New Jersey. I don't know why it would be in New Jersey. Maybe close to New York or any other.
So you think it's our? They think it's our own government looking for a bomb that's missing.
Something like that, or that. But Alex Jones think that there could be like a nuclear catastrophe before the inauguration, and then just like COVID, like Trump has to put all his effort into like that. So none of what Trump wants to get done will get done because he has to tackle like.
I don't think they do a nuclear explosion. I think
I don't know, but
that's
now we go talk about 9/11. I mean,
well, I mean, 9/11 was done by the government. That's,
right? But it's like, where will they draw the line?
Dude,
Oh yeah, you're right. I know what you mean. Is
Yeah.
it like what's 100,000 people if you're gonna kill 3 or 4 or whatever?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
No, that's fair. They would do it. You ever?
It's not that I believe this stuff, but it's like an interesting perspective. It's
I-
like, I never
I agree.
really thought about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the stuff about the false flag that the CIA pitched to Kennedy about shooting people in Miami and saying it was Cuban exiles?
No.
It's like as an excuse to go into Cuba so that they
Yeah.
could have a war with Russia and get the defense contracts for their
Right.
companies. So that was like they pitched that to Kennedy and he wouldn't do it.
I mean, imagine if they set off like a small nuke and they're like, "Oh, that was Russia." We'd be a war like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's similar
'Cause-
to a lot of. This is one of the crazy things. Do you know? Did you ever hear George the Mohrenschildt? He was a guy, one of the guys that was like. There are theories that he was one of Oswald's CIA handlers.
No.
Oh, do you know the Kennedy stuff much?
So
So-
I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, so Oswald, the theory, a lot of people think that he was a CIA guy because I think it's almost certain he was because there's
Right.
too many witnesses to say. But he spent time in the Soviet. They like in the sense that the CIA would have these guys and have them do stuff and tell him it was part of like they were doing spy shit.
Yeah.
But really, they would just be set up fall guys.
Yeah.
Like they had him they had him join the army, and then he went and was a false defector to Russia.
Yeah.
Like he went to that Russian embassy and said he wanted to become a citizen, and he wanted to give spy plane secrets from when he was in the army at the embassy, but he thought he was doing that like as an agent, but they were doing it so that they could say, see, there's records of him going.
Yeah.
But he thought he was a double agent. He was just
setting him up.
So he was a patsy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think he realized it as they were taking him in.
Right.
And but the guy George de Mohrenschildt, who people think was his handler, was this really rich like anti-communist guy who had CIA connections. He was in Guantanamo Bay. Jesus Christ. He was in Cuba for the Bay of Pigs.
Uh-huh.
Like he was there on a walking tour. His story is that he was coincidentally there on a walking tour of Latin America, and on the day of the Bay of Pigs invasion was also best friends with Oswald, like by coincidence. It's like a Forrest Gump thing where he ends up in. That took me forever to explain.
Jenny, they killed all the Cuban migrants at the Bay of Pigs, Jenny.
But yeah, that like the equivalent of that today would be like saying, yeah, I was there in the Butler shooting and I was there for George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean?
Well, now you kind of convinced me, though, that there's going to be a small nuke set off in Jersey now before Trump becomes president.
Yeah, that's why I moved to Texas. But no, I
mean,
I doubt it. I mean, half the things Alex Jones say aren't true, but it's an interesting theory.
That's a good theory.
Because here's the thing: is like,
what could the drones be?
Like,
what's like the normal thing to think they are? What's like the government lie?
I don't know. That's the thing, is like it's so uncertain what it could be.
Yeah.
And the fact that they don't like even try to lie, they're just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we don't know where they are. You don't know what the hell are these things?
Is a little concerning. But the other thing is,
I have a zit in my nose. It's killing me. So I wasn't picking my nose.
You're good.
If they wanted to start World War III, is like now's the time before Trump gets in there.
What do you think happens if we start World War III? What do you think happens? Is there a draft?
Well, you can look this up. They already like approved the draft again here in America. So, yeah, there'll probably be a draft.
Isn't the priority though 18 to 25?
Yeah, 20. If you're over 25, you're good.
You're not getting picked?
I don't think so. Because I never signed a draft card. Nobody sent me a draft card. So
I think that's what it was.
You never signed up for
was.
selective service? You can't get like any financial aid or anything without that.
Well,
I don't mean to put your government online. Did you just pay for college yourself, you nigga?
my parents did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what this government doesn't want. People who can take care of themselves. That's why they want everybody to be. They try to drive wedges between families so everybody lives on their own and has to buy their own shit and doesn't have the means to support themselves.
Yeah, I've never borrowed $1. Like that makes no sense to me. The interest is you're paying money because you took money. It's like that's just.
Yeah,
it's the money in my opinion.
Luke did that too.
No, I get it. Like sometimes it's necessary. Like you have to.
Hey, I got my loans down from $60,000 to $59,000, so we're doing.
Yeah, well, I'm not knocking.
No,
I'm just saying. I was very fortunate.
No,
I'll say that.
And that's the other thing. A parent should want to be able to do that for their kids. They make people feel bad. It's like people whose parents help them with college. That's different than being a trust fund. Like that's different. You know what I mean? Barron Trump is not the same as some guy whose parents help him with college.
And I also made like a practical decision. Like I went in-state and got in-state tuition, which was like half price to begin with.
Yeah.
And then I got like a little bit of academic money. Not much. It was like a couple thousand, but.
You're right. Well, that's another thing too. It's to say in the state, like in Delaware, it's a sacrifice, but you save the money.
Yeah.
World War
III
III is it?
Oh yeah, the hot women.
U.S.
Not the hot women, but it was.
There aren't a lot of hot. There aren't hot women there.
Yeah, there's hot women everywhere, but
there
are. U.S. is be U.S. against Russia.
Probably.
Who do you think wins?
You think wins what?
Well, what are the odds? What is it saying on draft picks?
I don't know. Who do you think wins between U.S. and Russia?
In a war?
Yeah.
We're not going to go to war with Russia.
I hope not.
No, it'd be terrible.
Well,
I don't think there'd be nukes though. I think everybody knows it'd just ruin everything because the mutually assured negation.
But they also said that this whole war with Ukraine and how like the U.S. has a hand in it. It's because the U.S. like wants this war between Ukraine and Russia to keep going on because they just keep getting more information from Russia.
We blew up the Nord Stream pipeline.
We did.
That's the U.S. did it. I think the lie is that Russia blew up their own. That's in Russia. Russia blew that up on purpose.
Oh,
I think that's the government lie, but we actually did it, and that's why gas is so high. I think I could be completely wrong about this, but
Well, gas is going to go up now too because it's Christmas. They always put it up for people travel. That's a nice thing to do.
gas is cheap in Texas. Like I haven't paid over $3 ever.
it's great.
$3 is expensive. It should be $2.50.
Oh, it's like $2.35.
Oh,
It's cheap in
That's
Texas.
PA 2018 prices right there. Yeah. It's crazy. Life's crazy. The world's crazy. But we're gonna keep pushing forward, folks. But I don't think World War III is gonna happen. I don't know.
I hope not. I mean, that's gonna be the end. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I talk with people about this sometimes, and by that I mean Alan. World War III, I think it's going to be the cyber stuff. Whoever could disable the Wi-Fi in the other country somehow, if you could fuck that with their phone connections and everything.
Yeah.
Because just think about the way, if everybody's power went out here for like 30 seconds, think of the way people would freak out.
Well, what's that? In Call of Duty, wasn't there a call streak kill where it was a jammer and you could just down all electronics?
Yeah.
Like, why hasn't that just happened constantly?
I'm shocked that China hasn't invented it yet.
If that's a real thing.
Actually, they call, instead of egghead, Chinese smart people, they call egg rolls. I'm surprised some egg roll didn't think that up.
Well, is it real? Can you do that? I assume you can.
You probably can, yeah. I think it's hard to do it for the entire
Well,
nation.
they make those
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
don't they, that they have at some concerts or comedy things where it'll disable the phone camera if you try to do that?
A yonder bag?
No, not the bags. There's a
Yeah.
thing that I think Tool was using. No, not Tool. Somebody was using they use some kind of technology that would make your phone's camera, if you tried to record them, not work.
Oh, really?
Like at least maybe it was just for iPhones.
That's pretty high tech
Yeah.
to have at a concert.
I
Yeah.
kind of think I wish we can like go back to like not no phones, but like
No phones. I want no phones.
Flip phones.
flip phones.
Just not smart. Like,
Just not smart
social
phones.
media is disgusting.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm hooked
But
on it. You got me
anyways,
doing
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
to Sick Ghouls and After Tonight in our
And After
individual
Tonight.
pages.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's like Twitter is just like there's too many ads. All the stuff's like all AI generated now. It's
Yep.
like there's no like
For me, it's TikTok. The TikTok is like
I've never
it's
had
just
one.
constant. I barely go on it. I only go on the friends to see what who's Luke's calling gay this week.
Who do you call gay?
what did I post?
There was like
You can
these
put
two
po-
guys that were like
Oh.
beefing.
When
I had
you
no
mean
idea
in
who-
comments and stuff?
No.
Oh, these two streamers were beefing, and I said,
Yeah.
I hope they both. I hope batteries with a Z and fruit bear. I hope they both die. There's something like that.
yeah.
It's like the only people I want to watch is I want to watch Big Justice and the Rizzler.
All right.
Oh,
Folks, we
I
love
hate the Costco guys.
Get out. No.
Bro, you don't like the Rizzler?
Get ready to bleep. Well, I'm not going to say that. You know what I was going to say, right?
No.
Okay.
You'll
tell me after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell him after. What are we at? Are we ready to? I was saving for last talking about Kwanzaa.
We're at 1:15.
All right. Are we ready for
Yeah.
Kwanzaa talk? We had yesterday the third Otis Timlin pre-Kwanzaa. This was the Kwanzaa inclusivity ceremony. That was this year's theme. Next year is going to be Irish themed. What should next year be? Italian Kwanzaa? That'd be a good one.
Isn't it always? It should.
The 7
Kwanzaa's
fried fishes.
A black event though. Why wouldn't it always just be black?
Italian.
I get it.
But we had our time last night. We had all the big guns out. Did you notice there weren't too many filler guys there?
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. That there was like all the comics I wanted to see were there, and I got to see everybody, and yeah, it was good.
It was a great time.
Oh, yeah. Who'd we have? We had Lamar. We had Medina. I'm trying to think of the blacks first. We had Phil Pitts hosting, Combs, Tay. Luke went up. Luke
So,
did
I mean,
well.
if you look at Tay, based on he was full white.
Oh, yeah. Tay was white girl wasted yesterday. I'm trying to think what happened. Joe doing the roasting with the raps.
That was great.
Yeah.
He just pretty much he made these all cutesy lines about other people, and he pretty much just called me a spade.
Luke Kincaid.
You're
It
a
rhymes,
snake.
though.
Yeah. And I was like, why didn't you say that to Phil? How come you say that to me?
Yeah, but he said, Phil Pitts, you give me the ill shits. So that's bad.
It was Tommy Afters was there.
Yeah.
Tommy Levy was there. O.T. Mark, me.
Chris Dolan.
Dunbar, Dolan. Somebody, Danny
Danny
April.
Danny April. We had Mike Mack there. He
Mike
was
Mack.
wearing that shirt with him with Dominique dunking on Larry was funny.
Oh, I didn't even notice a shirt.
Yeah, he was wearing a Dominique Wilkins dancing on Larry Bird. But we had a great time. We're going to do it again next year. It's going to be great. We had, the Kwanzaa, the 26th to the 1st. It culminates with the 1st of the month, which is the biggest day of the black calendar. And
What did the candles mean?
the red one symbolizes the blood of the people. The black one symbolizes the people. That's why it's in the middle and higher than the other ones usually, or sometimes. Sometimes I've seen it not. And the green one's about hope for the future.
I didn't know.
The green one's about all the money. Yarg, Mr. Squidward. Well, he can Kwanzaa himself on his break.
Umoja! Nobody's having any Umoja. Nobody's had cooperative economics, the Krusty Krab, since the chum famine of '59. That was right after the bus boycott. Yarg, me darling daughter Pearl is dating a Puerto Rican. Yarg.
Pearl, you can't date no catfish here.
Pearl, give back those chicken wings. They're already paid for.
What's your favorite SpongeBob episode? Do you have a favorite SpongeBob?
Ooh, man, I gotta. What are some good ones? We gotta.
My favorite
Band
is
Geeks?
Shanghai.
Shanghai is great.
Well, yeah, the band, the Super Bowl one.
That's his
great.
eager face.
What's the Shanghai? Is that
Is
the one?
mayonnaise an instrument?
Yeah, that one's
that's
good.
Great.
Did you ever watch? Which one's the one where it ends with Flying Dutchman's like it's a vegan? And
Yeah, Shanghai. That's the one-
Shanghai.
The only way out is through the perfume department.
Yeah.
And then I like the one where they're playing the board game. I sent you a thing with this from it. I forgot about this. Where Mr. Krabs busts in the room and he goes, SpongeBob goes,
Patrick, you think Mr. Krabs ever does crack?
that's from when he says,
Sandy, you think Mr. Krabs ever does karate?
I love niggeries.
I hate olive juice.
I guess I missed that episode.
It sounded like you said I hate olive juice.
Who's gonna? And then Long Tan and Handsome is a good one with the prom.
Nefarious Rex. Octavius Rex.
Now do that sponge. Now do that sponge.
The
Yeah, no.
Texas bullworm one.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah.
great.
Where it ends with push. Like moving the city. We'll just take the city and move it somewhere else.
We should dig a moat.
You remember when he said,
We should call my nephew.
I like the one where Plankton says, "Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma." And then the
You're
one,
probably right.
yeah. I was thinking about the one the other day where the cuddly crab, the killer crab, the Ku Klux Klan. But says, who doesn't like these $19 lava lamps? Who could live without these free Pfizer booster shots?
Which one's that?
That's the one with the crusty crab, the killer crab.
Okay.
The cuddly crab.
We could sit here for like hours. And just
I know.
I could tell.
I know. I'm surprised your family let you watch.
Yeah, they never really censored anything. Like there was never any show. I mean, obviously, I knew not to watch the adult shows in front of me.
Right.
But,
And I guess Abraham fucking gonna go kill his son. What's worse than that?
Yeah. But I had a friend in college that grew up didn't watch any SpongeBob because his parents wouldn't let him. But then he was a big like South Park fan. It's just,
Of course.
10 times worse.
I met a Hooters waitress once who told me her parents wouldn't let her watch SpongeBob, and as soon as she left, I said to my friends, if her parents let her watch SpongeBob, she'd probably be at Columbia Law right now.
I went to Hooters tonight and
Did you really?
because I had a gift card. So
You want to know something crazy? I knew those were Hooters wings.
yeah.
Yeah, the ones that.
There's a bag there that says Hooters on the
Is there
floor.
really?
Yeah, it's right over
Oh.
there. I think.
No, Luke. Yeah, putting your bones back in there was pretty foul. That was you marking your territory.
That was Mark's line you just stole an hour after he said it?
Yeah, I know, but no, I'm saying it. That really was you. That really was you doing that. Wow. Are there any wings in that one there?
No. So that other one was a salad, and I went in there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up an order." She's like, "Oh, what's the name?" I was like, "Oh, Mark." And then she like, in the back, she was like, "Mark with the Caesar salad?" I go, "Yeah, that's me." She's like, "Yeah, we had a lot of Marks tonight." It was like, "No, I bet you didn't have a lot of Marks
Mark-
tonight. You just were
Mark
like, oh,
with the
you're the
Caesar salad."
douchebag that got the salad."
Ha ha ha, pussy.
But the reason I got the salad is because I had a gift card for $50, and they came in 2 increments of 25. So with the wings and the side salad, it was exactly 25. And I just drop a fake piece of paper and I walk away.
Not bad.
Free food, pretty much.
Not bad.
Free food.
I guess we could just wrap it up at this point, right? It's right.
Yeah. I mean, he left the room.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our Patreon, which you can join Mark and I think this guy Austin who subscribes. Thank you, Austin. $3 a month, uncensored episodes. But thank you again for watching. Take care. The longest exit outro ever.
What about my plug?